Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX VaKu. My name is Megha Sharma, and joining me on the broadcast is an Indian-American tennis player who has shaken the entire world around him. He won the junior Wimbledon boys just a few weeks ago. It's good to have you, Samir, on the broadcast with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
First of all, congratulations for this massive feat. You're the third Indian to have won the Wimbledon junior boys, and the entire country and the entire Indian community overseas as well as celebrating it with huge gusto.
Thank you. Wow, that's great. That's great.
It has you. I've read your interviews. I've seen your interviews. Now you are quite the rage over here in India. I mean, every single Indian celebrating your achievement, your feat. You started off back when you were 5 years old. How did this entire journey of becoming a tennis player, dreaming about becoming a tennis player, this tennis prodigy, and finally successful in the stepping stone of achieving the title that you have?
Yeah, no, I mean, it took a lot of work. Obviously, I just started playing recreationally when I was young, and then I had to work up the age groups, the levels. I went from like local tournaments to sectional to national and now international. So it's no, it's great that I've been able to reach the highest level in junior tennis in the world, and I think it motivates me a lot to try to crack the men's tour.
Well, absolutely. And you have quite a few tournaments that are upcoming as well. And you're going and putting your best foot forward, and all the best with that. But what do you make of all this sudden adulation that is coming your way? You're getting this recognition, you're getting this fame. How does it feel like?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's very different from what I'm used to. I'm usually not the most outgoing. I usually try to keep to myself. So when people come up to me on the street or recognize me and talk to me, I think it makes me branch out. And I'm pretty grateful. I think I've been hearing this pressure as a privilege, and to have this pressure and have this fame, I think it's not everyone has it. So I think it's very good.
What was the first reaction of your parents? They are both of Indian origin. They migrated to United States, had a tough life, built a legacy for you. How are things with them?
No, they were very happy. I mean, my parents, they usually get pretty nervous. My mom is pretty nervous when I play, and my dad is just very focused on my match. So they weren't watching together. My dad was watching by himself, and my mom actually didn't watch the match live. She watched it after. But no, I mean, they were thrilled. Obviously, they were very surprised because they didn't think I would be able to get there. It was kind of a run out of the blue, but I think they're taking everything in stride, and they're very happy with how it's going. And yeah, no, they're thrilled.
Were your parents not at the tennis grounds when the match was happening? Was the pressure too much for them?
No, they were back home. I didn't go with my parents. I just went with my uncle. But my parents were back home the entire time I was there. But yeah, no, they were definitely nervous. I think after I kind of found a groove, they settled down a bit.
So can you talk to us about your roots in India? How have those roots impacted you as a human being, as an Indian American who's now building this massive career for himself in tennis?
Yeah, no, obviously with my Indian roots, it's very important to me. And even in the US, I live in an area with a lot of Indians. So it's pretty cool. So I'm around them a lot. And I mean, I love Indian food. Both my parents are Indian. So it's like, obviously it's a big part of me. So, I mean, it's, yeah, I'm really touched by how many Indians have shown me support. Even though I don't represent India, they've been very supportive, and people who live in India, apparently they're very, very happy for me. So I really appreciate it.
Isn't it also a massive responsibility on your shoulders now that you have gone ahead and won this huge title, the Wimbledon Juniors Boys title? Expectations are going to be manifold for you.
Yeah, obviously the pressure will be more. There will be higher expectations, but I think like everything around me is changing. But I'll try to stay the same. I'll just try to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully keep playing good tennis. But yeah, like I said before, pressure is a privilege. So I think I enjoy feeling the pressure.
Mhm. Uh, what are your future plans immediately in the next 6 months? How long till you actually find yourself a space in the big tennis tournaments that happen season by season across the world?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I'm gonna finish my year of juniors this year. This is my last year, and then also throw a bunch of pro events in and see how I'm doing. And then yeah, I think I'm gonna be playing a lot more pro events and just trying to see if I can play at that level. And if I can, that's great. And if not, then I'll probably go to college.
Okay, all right. There's a lot of news with regards to a lot of athletes, including the name that came out of Simone Biles. She decided to let go of the Olympic tournament in the middle because she was not able to deal with the stress. She was not able to deal with the mental pressure. There's then Ben Stokes, who has taken an indefinite break from cricket due to ensure that his mental well-being is intact. What do you make of the kind of pressure and the mental pressure that athletes, tennis players, Olympians at this point of time who are playing in Tokyo Olympics 2020, the pressure is immense. What do you make of the balance that needs to be brought about when it comes to the mental well-being, physical well-being, and giving your top performance on the field?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think every athlete is different. Every athlete copes with wins and losses differently, and I think in Simone's case, in individual sports, I think it's even more tough because it's all on you, and especially, and I played Wimbledon. It wasn't as big as the Olympics. The Olympics, you're carrying you're supporting your nation, you're representing your nation, so it's a lot more pressure. But obviously, I think, yeah, if you're not feeling comfortable, if you're not in the right headspace, then I don't think you'll be able to compete your best. So I respect the decision of whoever would take a break from sports to.
All right. I wish you all the best, Samir Banerjee. Thank you so much for joining me on NewsX VaKu. And I wish and hope, and so does the entire country and the Indian community across the globe, that you keep getting us these laurels, you keep winning, and may you set your goals higher, perhaps to win the US Open and the Wimbledon and several other of these seasonal tournaments that are the highlight of the tennis arena.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.